Okay. What's up, gang? We are back. It's been a while, I know. I've had a lot going on, man. I've had to officiate a wedding, and then I had to help set up the wedding. I had to help clean up the wedding. It was a lot. It was quite a bit. But we're back. No more wedding to worry about. We're locked in. We're focused. So, laser focused. Doing something different today. I'm having a lot of rice before I go to the gym. So kind of like my serving, like half of my serving like that I usually have at night, I'm having right now. So pretty excited to see how this goes. We're looking to do probably about 14 plates today on the leg press, because I'm not gonna lie, I can rock with that. I can rock with that. You know, as long as I warm up properly and I do what I need to do, then it'll be a good. I think it'll be a good leg stimulus for sure. Just getting that raw power. You know what I mean? Especially in the adductors too. That'll be really good. There I go. I did it again. But what's new? What is new? I mean, just the wedding, and that's really about it. I saw recently that Sam is kind of choosing to back off of the bulk, which that's his decision. I mean, I think he's gonna kind of main gain. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the whole video, so I gotta look back at that. But from what it sounds like that this bulk was very short-lived, and Sam's just looking at staying lean, which, I mean, yeah, it's a choice. It could end up, I don't want to say hurting him in the long run, but I mean, in order to put on mass, you gotta bulk. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be in a surplus. And it doesn't have to be a lot. You don't have to be eating in an 800 calorie surplus, you know, and gain 40 pounds of fat. You don't need to do that, unlike a lot of people think. But, you know, you gotta pack on mass, you know what I mean? So, like this last off season, he still looked pretty good. He was definitely big, but he was still, like, you could still see, like, his adductors and his his oblique. Like, you could still see those things. As long as those things are happening, that's fine, you know? Not a bunch of excess fat, getting stronger, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't really have a lot to say on that. Like, Sam's gonna do what Sam's gonna do, and it's probably gonna work for him, because Sam's not a stupid, dumb idiot. But I would say for the rest of us, especially us natties, you know, we got to deal with the fact that we're going to be a little bit pudgy. You know, we're going to be a little fatty. Well, not fatty, but we're definitely not going to be looking like you know, Chris Bumstead in his off season, or we're not going to look like if you've seen pictures of, like, even Arnold Schwarzenegger in the off season, you know, he's like, he doesn't look bad by any means, but he's just like, he's cycling off, he's starting to eat more, like you just gotta look up the pictures, you'll know what I mean. I'm not gonna say he looks bad. He's just not in competition shape. That's what it is. So, you know, us natty guys, you know, we're not gonna be in competition shape all the time, and quite frankly, that's bad for us. So, and it's okay to pack on a few extra pounds, you know, as long as you're doing it right. You know what I mean? Just only a couple hundred extra calories. You don't want to go anywhere above, you know, like a 500 calorie surplus. That's huge. That's a pretty big surplus. Same with how 500 is a pretty big deficit, but I digress. 500 is a pretty big surplus, and you don't need to be doing that. I'd say 200, 300. If you want, you know, you could, throughout the week, you could be in a slight deficit of like 100 or 200, and then on a Sunday, then you could go out and eat whatever the hell you want, kind of thing. You know what I mean? As long as you're still getting what you usually eat. So that's a thought. That's a way to go about a diet. I think it's pretty smart. We're hitting legs today, so I'm pretty freaking excited. I don't know if I've said that already. So, in short, you know, if you're gonna bulk. If you're gonna cut. Don't be, you know, changing it up. Like, every 2 weeks, because that hurts your progress. It really does. It makes no sense for me to go hard for 2 weeks and then I just like pull back, because that's not really doing anything for me. I need like months of consistency in order to really see change. You know what I mean? So, and that goes for you younger guys too. Eating like shit isn't good. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Alright. Nice. That was a good one. That was a good one. I psyched myself out at first, but then I surprised myself, so maybe we can do it. Just gotta lock it down. Get a look at this guy. He makes thirst traps on TikTok. Go follow him at La Chona. Go follow him at La Chona. 460.
My shit look like chicken. Hell yeah, that's night and day.
There it is. Look at that. That's pretty good. Yeah, dude, you got some good legs going on.
Thank you. I try.
Now the calves. But to show off the calves, you gotta take off the underwear. I'm exhausted. I don't know about you. Time to go put down 8 double-doubles. Protein style? What do you think?
Doggy style fries?
Doggy style fries.
Doggy style fries.
What the hell?
The cheese and the onion, the grilled onions.
Focus on your set. Why are you talking to me? You gotta grow your arms. There you go. Hey, but what are doggy style fries?
Doggy style.
You keep doing your set. Why are you distracted?
Yeah.
All right, gang. We'll see you in the next one. Bro fist. No, you got to do that.